This is Dodging Death with Stephen Williams Jr. and Ryan Paton.
Hello, fellas.
Good evening, Stephen.
You go very formal when you do this, Paul.
The whole thing, or just the good evening?
Well, always just like the good evening.
Oh,
you know.
just go back to being.
I feel like I'm Cinderella in a ball. Hence why I'm wearing the glass slippers this evening.
Your toes do look fantastic, by the way.
You. I was fishing for the compliment. Now, we should start by saying, for the first time ever, Ryan, you drove to get here.
I did.
Now, I unfortunately just walked to the studio, so
That was not unfortunate. I was in the car with him, and believe me, you was very fortunate.
Paul, we made it.
Just.
You did.
Which is all that matters in the end, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I guess so. You were 20 minutes late.
and we did go round the corner in third gear at about 30 mile an hour.
We did.
So, Paul, you being in the car, how was it?
I tried to stay calm. Because I thought, God, if I panic him anymore, Jesus.
That's true.
Even
when he rolled down the hill, were you like, oh, so it's fine, it's fine.
It was frightening that I had to teach him that you could take your foot off the clutch when you're not in gear. And he's now been driving for 4 months.
Well, he's had a license for 4 months.
I've had a few blows to the confidence, Paul. So, you know, I'm getting my confidence back.
Yeah.
You haven't had a few blows to the car as well. No, it was okay.
Because I'm never out in it.
The biggest compliment I can say is that we made it. So.
Well, that's true. That's true. Which I'm pleased about, because it would have been very lonely here recording on my own. You know?
When would you have started to get concerned? When would you have made the phone calls? Oh, maybe something's happened.
Well, I probably would have recorded the 2 hours and then gone, I should probably phone somebody here.
I think it's been a good week. We need to do the next one, really.
When I'm having some food after this, go, where are they?
And the next you hear the keypad entering the code to enter the door, and it's not us who walks in. It's the next people. Oh, God.
Now, the only thing about that, Paul, the people listening do not know it's a keypad system to get into this.
This is our studio.
Yeah, the Dodging Death custom-built studio we have here. I mean, we've lost our voiceover man because of budgetary concerns, but we do have our own studio.
Again, I haven't took that well.
No. So, Paul, because you weren't here for the last episode, you missed our new voiceover person.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll hear it today.
Okay.
Yes.
Can't wait. It's not Ryan, is it, to invade?
That was great, that.
Oh, I mean, no, it's our voiceover person is Woody Allen. Anyway.
Very problematic.
Yeah, it is. I was reading the papers before we came here. And you pulled a face there, Paul.
As in the actual newspaper, or were you?
No, I mean, not the physical edition.
The phrase "reading the papers" indicated like you with a big broadsheet.
By reading the papers, I mean I was on Twitter.
We literally done it. We done our game a couple of weeks ago about you not following the news. Has there been a new?
Well,
is this a new Williams?
Is this inspired?
No, but. Because I do keep up to date on the political side of things, but I never followed the normal news.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I thought maybe for the sake of the podcast more than anything I should. You know. So yes, I was reading it and I happened upon a story. When this comes out, it's going to be a few weeks late. Yeah, which we should maybe address that because I'm away for a couple of weeks.
Someone is very selfishly travelling away.
Where, Tahiti, is it?
Tahiti.
No, there's San Diego's in there. Yeah. We've got, Venice for a bit.
As Dean normally says, he's going to Tahiti.
Dramatic pause, yeah. No, so nice to see where your priorities lie.
Oh, well, no, priority to
that's fine.
Priority to the listener is that we are pre-recording episodes. It just unfortunately means all of our news stories are out of date.
Massively outdated.
Goes out.
Well, to be fair, no.
Brexit, you say?
I don't think we're going to vote out. Surely not.
It'd be madness for us to vote out of the EU. So, yes, but when we do come back, our news may be a bit more topical.
Nothing will have changed with Brexit, though. So.
No, that's true.
Oh, yeah. We could, for 4 years' time, it'd still be up to date, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well.
So we don't really know what's going to happen.
But please, can we have that people's vote? Yes, but I was perusing the papers and happened upon a story which I thought I'd tell tell you because it was about Ryanair.
Oh, okay.
And I know that's a company you favour, Ryan.
For the deals, and for the name.
And predominantly for the
Mainly
name.
for the name, yeah. I said for the deals to get myself out of it then. To save some face.
I mean, at this point, Ryan, the listeners have heard about 12 hours worth of your content. I feel like they know you by now. So it was a story about a guy called Luke Bradley, and he was booking a flight to the football match, Manchester United, I believe, but I don't really know. And he was booking this flight via Ryanair on his phone, and you know that can be a menace.
Yes.
Sometimes typing in a form on your phone. So he typed in his name, did the whole works. A few days before the flight, he checked his details, and he'd accidentally put his name in as Lukewarm Bradley.
I thought it was you were going to say Bradley Luke because he's got two first names.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
no.
that was going to be the issue.
No.
Lukewarm Bradley's much funnier.
Oh, yeah. Lukewarm Bradley. So he phoned up Ryanair, the support line, and was saying to them, look, Lukewarm is not a name. To which the Ryanair people said, yeah, it is.
It's your name?
When he gets angry, you need to cool down.
Oh, God.
Oh, very good there.
Oh,
Very good. Anyway, thanks for listening, everybody. No, that was good.
Yeah,
that was good.
yeah.
Not quite as good as Phil Jupiter.
No, Elton John potential as well. I'm still reeling from that.
So, yeah, he was telling these people, Lukewarm Bradley is not a name. They were going, yes, it is. And if you do want to change it to Luke, it's going to cost £100 to do it.
God.
Yeah, which is outrageous. So he took to Twitter and he aired his grievances on Twitter.
As you always do with the customer service
Oh,
debate.
I love anybody doing
Yeah.
this. I'm such a fan.
I think they're so clever taking it to the public eye.
Me and my 412 followers. So this actually did go viral on Twitter, much like your tweet a while ago, Paul,
yeah.
which you can find out about in episode 4, I believe.
I have no idea. I think it's episode 6.
I've got no idea. But nevertheless, Twitter loved this. And someone pointed out he could legally change his name by deed poll for £33. Then change it back, and it would still be cheaper. And I thought that was absolutely amazing. So, yeah, I don't know the end of the story, annoyingly. It's still in progress. We'll find out. Yeah.
Well, the game's been and gone now, so.
Oh, well, in that case.
Oh, yeah.
Either
maybe this-
way, it
maybe
was
this-
resolved one way or I surely paid the £100.
Well, I'd hope not.
It's a ridiculous.
Out of principle, I want them to make the stand.
Oh, yeah, but you love making a stand in A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of this podcast is just your agendas you're pushing on people, really, isn't it? That's what this is.
No, it's not. It's not. I'm not pushing the agenda because one of my main stands
Yeah.
is against the Tim Martin
Yeah.
of Weatherspoons.
Uh-huh. I'm with you on this.
Yeah, so there's a principled pattern boycott of the whole Weatherspoon chain due to Tim Martin's involvement with the Brexit campaign.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Tim Martin is a very powerful man because he owns Weatherspoons. So, because so many people are exposed to a Weatherspoons.
Yeah.
And he used his chain of pubs to push toxic hate speech. and that unfortunately influenced people. So, for that reason, I shan't fund him.
No, shan't
Any
fund
longer.
him or read Weatherspoon's news.
And that's the real kicker, isn't it?
Anyway, we should probably get back to being funny, Ryan.
I think everyone will be agreeing with me vehemently.
No, I'm sure they will, and we are very anti-Brexit in this podcast. But again, let's get back to being funny.
We're also pro chicken curry and £2 pints, so.
No, we're not. This is why he continues to have a say.
Because people love a deal.
Every time you need a business leader on the BBC, Tim Martin again. Why?
How are we going to get out of this?
That's Theresa May.
I mean, if we do, let's just carry on talking about this and not come up with a solution on how we're going to get out of the subject. Anyway, we should absolutely ramp out of this now and get on with our normal light-hearted chat. But especially because, I like looking at the statistics for the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Big fan. I did find out that 0.27% of our listeners are in Argentina.
And that team with the 0.64 from Uruguay.
Yeah.
We've got a good South American following.
We do.
Yeah.
Oh, we're international now.
International superstars.
We're dodging death around the world here.
Oh, that's be a good name for the tour.
Yeah, they'll say, "Oh, we'd love you to tour. Just don't make the chat as regional as some of the recent episodes."
You know Walton Vale, right? Yeah. Oh, come on.
So Mex met. Maybe he can be the support act.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah? Think of the CDs he'd sell. We often come back to food, and normally Mexican works its way in. Mm-hmm. But this week, I attempted to go for the vegan diet.
Oh God.
I realised it's a bit of a fad currently.
It's inevitable that you were going to try it out. Inevitable. It's the least surprising thing. It's the least surprised I've been on the whole podcast.
So I thought I'm going to embrace the vegan diet. You know how long it lasted, fellas? 2 hours. That's how long.
Longer than most of your other fads, then.
I'll tell you what happened. Because I do like the idea of it. I went to M&S, Marks and Spencer's.
Oh, you want to know?
No. I'm just... in case you're unaware what I was talking about.
But our Argentinian listener.
It's like a luxury supermarket.
Not quite Waitrose, but still. Not quite.
So I went, and they have a whole vegan array. So I thought I'll ease my way in and went for what they call dirty vegan. So it's kind of like, yeah.
Oh.
It doesn't mean like the people preparing it just have another wash.
An insult. You dirty vegan.
I wonder why people are so offended by it. So, no, what it means is it's food that isn't necessarily healthy. So you think vegan and you think your salads. But this isn't necessarily the case. It can be smothered in sauce, for instance, Mm-hmm. So I went for a vegan pizza, and instead of popcorn chicken, it's cauliflower chicken.
Oh, I thought you were going to say jackfruit.
Well, it's jackfruit on the pizza.
Okay.
Yeah. So I thought, this is it. It's a whole new lifestyle I'm embracing here. This is going to be wonderful. And all the way through the meal, I thought, oh, I wish this was chicken. So I like the idea. I'm thinking maybe I could embrace the meat-free Monday.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, yeah, it's a thing.
No, I think you've just made that up.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so. I mean, I'm happy to take the credit for it. But no, I think it's meat-free Monday is the thing.
Oh, yeah, I have not encountered it.
Oh, well, anyway, I think that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many Mondays do you think that'll last?
Well, I mean... It's Thursday now, and I didn't do it this Monday.
We will also not be going out for tea on a Monday anymore.
No.
So, vegan food offerings always do sound very enticing.
Yeah, I was like, oh, jackfruit, you see?
I would like to have jackfruit more often in my diet.
What is jackfruit?
You know what, Paul?
Jackfruit. Come on.
Me and Ryan both looked at each other then in quite concerned expressions.
You're meant to do the research.
Yeah, I think if you showed me a jackfruit right now, I wouldn't know.
I definitely wouldn't.
I have no idea.
No. Essentially what I'm saying is, Paul, bring up a photo of a jackfruit.
Oh, God, this is...
Go on.
Do you enjoy your jackfruit?
Well, the way you've ramped into this makes me think I'm going to be appalled by how it looks.
The jackfruit, also known as jack tree, is a species of tree in the fig mulberry and bred through family native to southwest India.
Well, then it's not vegan, is it?
Well, it depends how closely related it is to the fig.
And if there's such a thing as a jackfruit wasp. A dirty bastard jackfruit wasp. In reference to the most horrific animal of all time, the fig wasp.
Listener, do go back to episode 1 to find out what we're talking about. Paul, I noticed you put your phone away there instead of showing us the photo.
Oh,
of the
yeah.
jackfruit.
I want to
I'm
see
genuinely interested. Let's see. Oh dear.
You were. Isn't that how you described?
Well, no, the outer skin is, but the innards look very disgusting.
Yeah, it's like. Do you look like teeth? Like molars?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Again, this chat is not very good for the listeners, by the way, because
No,
they cannot
it's
see
not.
what we're looking
Listeners,
at.
who can't.
Google a jackfruit and then think of your molars.
Maybe like wisdom teeth, I'd say.
Oh, yeah, more wisdom teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that might have been what you're reaching for there.
Well, molars are the
the ones further back that are always there. Have you had either of you had your wisdom teeth removed?
No, I actually
No.
got a filling on my wisdom tooth the other
Did
day.
you?
Yeah, which is
Those sugary beverages are doing
it's
terrible
quite
for
rare.
you.
So I don't often have a sugary beverage.
No?
That was my concern.
No.
I think it was.
You are eating a packet of wine gums right now.
And you did eat 6 Ferrero Rocher last week.
Oh, that's true.
In the space of a minute.
Oh, Paul, don't bring that back up again. I wanted 50.
Oh, we should have another world record attempt.
Yeah.
I made claim it was going to be a weekly thing and then forgot about it.
I couldn't do a food challenge weekly.
I mean, 6 Ferrero Rocher is not going to do it once a week. Is not going to do you bad.
I think I'll have gout.
I'm going to give you a hint as to my fact later. You know, we end the show on a fact. May have something to do with a fruit that's got a hard exterior.
Oh, do you know, I thought it was going to be something to do with gout.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that was more.
You look very disappointed now.
Yeah, I'm deflated now.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Maybe there's time while you're telling a story, I'll Google for a gout fact.
Facts about gout. That could be a weekly feature.
Oh, it could.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like there's probably going to be a shortage of them relatively quickly. Yeah, worse than pregnancy, they say.
My uncle had gout last week.
Well, I assume he's
Paul
still
is
got it.
permanently.
Well, yeah. It flared up last week.
Oh, so he wasn't diagnosed last week?
No, he's had it for a long time.
Yeah.
But
Did
what
he
it
mention
is-
it's excruciating?
Well, he said he's had it before, obviously, and he says it's the worst pain he's ever suffered in his whole life.
Who knew gout?
He has to come down the stairs on his bum because he literally can't put weight on his foot. That's how severe the gout pain is.
I feel like because he can't, it's to put no pressure on the foot. He'd have to come down with like his legs like in the air as well. Like he's having fun going down the hill. Like, whee!
Just goes down the banister.
It sounds like the most fun way to go down the stairs. The gout way, the gout method.
Hey, John, what are you doing with that bobsled? Does he know what the cause was?
No, he's got other not severe health problems. but
Okay, I mean, keep it
he's,
light,
I
Paul.
know. But he suffers from gout. But when he had gout originally,
Yeah.
he obviously was on tablets for it.
Yeah.
But he didn't realise that you have to keep taking the tablets to prevent the
Oh.
gout coming back. You're permanently on tablets for it.
Yeah, you are.
And he didn't take them and had to do the bum slide down the stairs.
That's one of the perks of gout, though, isn't it?
His name's
Not many
Stephen,
others.
So
Every cloud.
Yeah.
his name's Stephen, so I want to rename it the Stephen Shuffle.
That's
To
good.
go with the alliteration theme of
Yeah,
dodging
yeah.
death.
Anyway, so how's your week been, fellas? Has there been any anything of note happened?
Well, I've been shopping.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
yeah.
I hope that's not it. By the
Yeah.
way.
And how about you, Paul? Have you-
Well, on early episodes, I've spoke of my conversion to the glories of Uniqlo.
Oh, you love Uniqlo.
Yeah. So now that I'm subscribed to the mailing list,
Oh, are they sending you all the deals?
oh, they're sending me all the deals, and they really know what I'm into as well. So it's like, oh, it's massively working. The click-through rates they're getting from me are ridiculous. I am tempted to have a look. But so I bought a few new shirts this week.
Okay.
Um,
Are we talking like casual shirts or work?
A mixture of the two.
Oh.
So Uni4 have had a very good week from me. So, I bought a few new casual shirts.
Couple of garments.
A couple of garments.
Yep.
And one of them, I took a bit of a bold leap with.
Oh, okay.
So it's against my usual.
How bold?
Well, I'll let you be the judge of it.
Okay.
Are we oohing when he tells us this?
Well,
Or?
we'll see how bold he was, Paul. If it's leopard print, definite ooh.
So I bought a pair of olive chinos.
See, I'm not sure how... Oh, you had pursed lips over the mic there, Paul. in anticipation of the...
Yeah, I liked Paul's reactions to that. I'm not too sure. I don't think I'm going to like
I was
yours.
waiting for the signal from you. I was not oohing on my own.
Oohing on my own. Isn't that a Callum Scott song?
That Robin's song.
Yeah, but I just feel like the majority of the people are going to... Let's move this on.
I hate that version.
So you bought olive chinos.
Yes. So I've been...
You've really embraced the coloured chinos.
I have.
Yeah.
So now I'm thinking of stuff that I can, get torso wear
Well,
to match. To match the olive chino, because not many of my usual torso wear is your navy blues and your burgundies.
If anyone doesn't know what torso wear is, Ryan's pointing to his chest. Because I've never heard any t-shirt design.
I think that's
imagine if you looked in E.T.'s wardrobe. It'd be exclusively torso wear.
So a navy blue or a burgundy does not go with the olive chino.
No, it does. See, I feel like, unfortunately, you've got yourself essentially green trousers. And I'm like, what on earth
I prefer the
goes with this
term
now?
olive, because green trousers make them sound horrible.
Well, I mean, I note you're not wearing them tonight.
I do have a green top on.
Yeah, you do.
Be like a pair of pajamas.
Oh, if you rocked in a onesie. I feel like that'd be the first thing we mention.
So one of the colours I was debating.
Well, really, all I can think of is white.
Well, white does go.
Yeah.
So white.
Exclusively, I'd say.
Well, no, because I got a sand shirt. That goes. That's not quite bold. That's not the boldest high.
See, but what he's talking about is a Caribbean beach with lovely white sands.
Well, I say sand, I mean beige.
Okay.
I'm using the term that was on the Uniqlo colour code. But the other one that I got,
Yeah.
the second shirt,
Yeah.
was a bit more bold.
Okay. So you've gone bold green trouser and thought that's not enough for me. This is not bold enough for my liking.
I'm thinking, it's like the Dulux colour chart. What goes with which?
Yeah.
And I went for...
So this is Dodging Death with Stephen Williams Jr. and RuPaul, everybody. Here he is.
I went for a chambray shirt.
Oh, chambray! Ooh.
That was my...
Paul's eyes
that
lit
was
up
my
when you
thought.
said chambray because he knew it could do.
Yeah, that's what I thought could go with the olive chino.
Oh, without having seen either, I'm going to say it doesn't.
Yeah, well,
And if it did, you couldn't pull it off.
sadly, you're probably right. So I've been wrestling this in my mind.
As I say, even RuPaul would probably go, "Oh, a bit much in it."
I don't know. So I wish I'd have asked you about it beforehand.
Yeah,
because this has really been playing on my mind for ages. Whether it was just a ridiculous purchase.
Me and Paul can be your Gakwan.
So in the 3 to 4,
Because let me tell you, in that you would not have looked fabulous. If anything, 10 years older.
In the 3 to 4 working days delivery, I've been
3 to 4 working days from Uniqlo.
Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't pay for the next.
Oh,
day.
you didn't pay premium.
No.
You didn't need chambray that much.
I wasn't desperate for chambray. So when I've been, going over this dilemma, this conundrum of whether I could pull off a chambray shirt, or whether it's shocking, I'll just look like I own like a rodeo or something like that. I watched this week the Andrew Neil show,
Yeah.
and Michael Portillo was on him. wearing the same shirt that I'd ordered. So, I don't want to be taking a fashion tip from Michael Portillo. So, Michael Portillo resolved my chambray shirt dilemma, and it's going back. So you'll never see it.
Thank God for that.
Oh no, I really think it's a shame you didn't come in wearing it. Didn't Michael Portillo wear that the other day?
You look like someone today. I can't really put my finger on it.
Someone I've seen this week.
Oh,
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I'm glad you never wore it, because if that was the last thing I seen before I died in your car,
Oh,
I
that's
would not
true.
be
Oh
happy.
yeah, if it was to be my body to be found, I'd like to be like dressed all right. Yeah, the police to be like, oh my God, state of him.
Come to identify the body, and they're like, right, we've got a 50-year-old man here.
Oh, I can't look at it. I can't look at him. What is this? Is there some injuries? No. Chambray and olive. What was he thinking?
Oh, I think you dodged a bullet there, Ryan. So did you even try it on at all?
No.
No?
No.
That was enough.
Portillo decided.
I have worn chambray once in my life, actually.
Oh, really?
Yes, I have. Which
With how disgusted you were at my suggestion of chambray, I thought it'd never been in your wardrobe, never close to your wardrobe.
well, I didn't choose it.
Oh.
Yes, it was thrust upon me.
Oh, God. I'd like the way the story's going. Was Michael Portillo involved? Is this going to be quite a serious allegation here?
No, it was thrust upon me in a working environment, you see.
Oh, okay.
Because
So Michael Portillo was safe.
yeah, he's well, as far as I'm aware. yeah. Yes. Let's say yes. He is.
Yeah, for legal reasons, we are not making any sort of accusation.
Sued
Yeah.
for slander.
Michael Portillo is totally fine.
And he looked great in that chambray shirt.
No, I think even the authorities would go, come on, Michael. Anyway, you may remember, for a brief period, I worked in a holiday park.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
I do remember. If you remember, Paul, this is the reason why us three did not go to Hamburg.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Okay, let's move the story along. Yes, so I worked, it was a low point. I was in Rhyl, living in a caravan. You know, what was I doing in my life?
I feel like many people's low points are in Rhyl. It's a place where low points happen.
Well, I feel like it's a place where exclusively low points
Yeah,
happen.
no one ever reaches a high in Rhyl.
No.
I also noticed that before you said Rhyl, there wasn't the same pause that you used in San Diego and Tahiti. It was just Rhyl.
Yeah.
I said Rhyl, I moved on as quick as I
Very,
could.
very hushed on, so I'm glad that we've stayed on it.
So, yes, I was hired to work in this holiday park. And when they gave me the job, my kind of role was to host the adult events in the evening. So I'd be there hosting Mr. and Mrs. Say, and
Oh, this is sad.
it is.
Yeah.
Even regaling it now, it just fills with
I can
deep
see the horror, the haunted look in your eyes.
thinking, I wish I didn't launch into this anecdote here. So yeah, it was to host these like game shows in the evening. But what they didn't tell me is I also had to do like the kids' activities during the day. Oh. And I'm unfortunately just terrible with kids. They terrify me, mostly because most kids are taller than me. That's the issue. I really hated the job. But so in the evening, I'd do these like, you know, these game shows and stuff. But this would happen between 7 and 8. Between 6 and 7, another host would do the kids' activities. Mm-hmm. So I'm stood in the wings one night, and I forgot to tell you, I was wearing a chambray shirt as part of the job.
Oh yeah.
I've launched into a totally different story here.
I was thinking, where's the chambray going to be here? You just want to get something off your chest.
Yeah, I did. I just want to stop lying down because this is a therapy session. Yeah. So Yeah, the uniform, to go back a bit, the uniform was a chambray shirt with a canary yellow waistcoat.
Which shockingly isn't the saddest part of this story. For anyone who tunes in late, just listen to the previous 30 seconds.
But I hated this job. I was just awful at it.
Understandably so.
Yeah. The whole time I'm thinking, what am I doing with my life here? So, anyway, I'm stood in the wings. Chambray shirt. Canary yellow waistcoat. And there's some just awful kids' activity going on stage. And to decide the winner of this activity, say there were 2 children left, the host said, "Oh, Stephen, come on stage," and then brought someone else who worked there on stage. And what we had to do was we had to sit down, and the kids were given a bucket of clothes pegs. Like, where you hang...
Yeah.
Clothes pegs.
Yeah. That's
the term.
Self-explanatory.
Yeah. So they were given the clothes pegs, and they had a minute to clip as many of those clothes pegs as possible onto my face.
Sounds painful.
Oh, it was painful.
Oh, yeah,
So
that's like a torture technique.
It was...
I've seen that on Guinness World Book of Records as well. And
Actually, maybe that was the activity. They had to win a world record.
That is not going to be one of the Guinness World Records.
And if you look in the corner, we've got the clothes pegs right there.
I'll eat Ferrero Rocher, not put pegs on the face.
Now, imagine there's a 60-second countdown clock. I'm getting pegs clipped all over my face. And I'm just getting redder and redder with fury. I was supposed to, after this, host, whatever the game was. I walked off stage, got on my car, never went back again since. I didn't tell them I was leaving. I just left. Anyway, so since then, I feel like had you have walked in with a chambray shirt, those memories would have come flooding back.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to tell that story in any kind of jovial sense.
It's been our final episode.
Thank God we're in a padded room here.
One of my lowest points was also on Rhyl.
Was it?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I love the feature, what is your lowest point?
Every story is Rhyl based. So I was in Rhyl. It was when, another one for our Argentinian and Uruguayan listeners.
Yes.
When I was in Rhyl Sun Centre.
Oh, dear.
The bats.
Yes.
Is it just like the swimming baths?
Yeah. Do you remember Rhyl Sun Centre?
It's like
No.
an indoor water park more, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I thought it was like an...
I feel calling it an indoor water park oversells it, Paul.
It isn't real, remember?
It was.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
that was like a landmark tourist attraction for the Northwest.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm surprised you've never been.
I thought that was the only thing in real.
yeah, it was.
Yeah,
That's
and me
Steve.
around the corner hosting.
Yeah, so I was must have been about 11, and we went to Rhyl Sun Centre. An exciting day, in the indoor water park.
Okay.
There was 2 big water slides there, and I'm not really an adrenaline junkie, and I never have been.
No, I just feel like the slides in Rhyl are not going to be classed as an adrenaline junkie activity, Ryan. That's, again, overselling this park.
Well, you
Especially
say
in
that.
the kids' pool.
Yeah.
You didn't see them.
Ryan with his armbands.
Coming down an elephant's trunk.
Well, so
I didn't know they had elephants in Rhyl.
So anyway,
Yeah.
so we were at Rhyl Sun Centre. The
Yeah.
day was going fine, and one of my friends decides to go.
I feel like that's probably the best review Rhyl Sun Centre had.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Yeah, if the owner's listening, like, yes.
You can use that on the poster. It'll replace the crock of shit they currently have.
There'll just be a voiceover of Ryan saying, "It was fine." Going on permanently for 3 hours.
Fine. See, someone said it was all right.
I always think that when a school has like an Ofsted banner outside and it doesn't say like exceptional, it says good.
I'm going to send my kids there.
Yeah,
it's good.
Perfectly average.
It'll do.
Yeah. Send your middle child here.
So, I was in Rhyl Sun Centre.
Yeah, back in Rhyl.
The day was going fine.
Yeah.
One of my friends suggests going on one of the big slides, which I'm initially quite apprehensive about.
Yeah.
But,
Trembling knees.
I want to keep up appearances, so I say, yeah,
Yeah.
Sure, I'll go on it.
Yeah. And how old are you here?
11.
You're 11 years old thinking, I must keep up appearances.
Always self-conscious. So we embark on the queue.
Yeah.
And it's up like a stairs.
Mm.
And the stairs just keep going and going and going.
Yeah.
And so as the queue's going down, I'm getting more and more...
Angsty,
exactly. And then I reach the end of the queue, and there's a fella sitting like on a chair.
Yeah.
And it's like a big...
I hope he works there.
Checking that everything's okay. And it's like, no, generally the water slide open, and it's like a big, like... It's like a big tunnel, but
it's a tube, isn't it?
Yeah, but it looks quite ominous. You can't see anything through
Well, no, it depends how sudden the drop is.
This one was very sudden.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So I completely backed out. So I was
no.
Yeah, I done the whole queue.
Oh, no.
I had to do the walk of shame.
Yeah, and then I went to do it, and I think I took one step of confidence and then just completely chickened out.
Oh, no.
And then turned around and then had to walk all the way down the stairs by the people queuing. And then this like 40-year-old woman turned to me and went, "She's going on it." And then I looked, and she pointed at her like 6-year-old daughter, and I just had to like look and nod at her, and just what a brave soul, and then just carried on down. It was awful.
So in trying to keep up your appearance at 11 years old, it completally backfired.
Oh, yeah, absolutely backfired.
Yeah, it went from keeping up appearances to my lowest point.
Oh.
Naturally in Rhyl.
Ryan's there thinking he's Ben Fogle and the water slide.
I think that was an adrenaline junkie activity.
That you never went through, mate.
Yeah, that I never went through with. That set the tone for my life then.
The adrenaline junkie activity I told you a few weeks ago was me jet skiing in the Caribbean.
Going down a water slide in Rhyl. It's not quite got that same...
Not going down a water slide in Rhyl.
Yeah, backing out of going on a water slide in Rhyl.
Climbing a flight of stairs. Ooh,
They were rickety.
Yeah, getting called out by like a 40-year-old mum.
Have you had any low points in Rhyl, Paul?
Not in Rhyl, no. I had one of the high points of my life, though, at the weekend.
Okay, well, we'll move on.
From lows to highs?
From low to high.
Okay, I mean, let's find out what the high point was.
I don't feel like you really want to know what the high point is.
Well, I just feel like the high points are never as interesting as the lows. We want to hear you at rock bottom, Paul.
I just want to experience the roller coaster that is dodging death. It is the only roller coaster I'll ever go on.
Yeah, my low point when I was the dog in the...
Oh,
my
yeah.
sister's game of house.
Yeah. Your low point was very sad, so give us a high, Paul.
Well... If you want to know one of my high points, it didn't actually happen to me. I was witness to this. So I was on a train home from Newcastle at the weekend.
Yes.
And I was sitting there, and we had to change at York. So we were on the train to York, and this was about...
Did you just do the location pause for York?
I did.
Not quite got the same feel as Tahiti.
It's better than Rhyl, though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So we were on the train, and this was about 7 o'clock at night. And I'd been to a football match, so I'd been drinking from about 8 o'clock in the morning. So I was a little bit drunk at this point, but not to the point where, like, I was rotten drunk.
Oh, yeah.
I was in control of what I was doing.
Would you have heckled of mice and men? What level of drunk are you talking?
Not that drunk, no.
Would you have dared to go on a water slide at Rhyl?
Probably that drunk, yeah. Somewhere in between.
You're a madman, you must have been.
So when I boarded the train at Newcastle, I was sat there with a couple of friends, and I was on a table seat. So I had a friend next to me.
Very satisfying at table.
It was.
It's one of the joys of the train
It
journey.
was.
It is.
Well, it was for the woman and her son sat up opposite me.
Okay.
Who had bought themselves a Burger King.
Oh.
So they tucked into the Burger King.
Yeah.
The son was about 7 years old.
Okay.
Quite a chubby little boy, I must say.
Oh, that Burger King.
What a fat shaming young children on the show for.
But yeah, that's got no relevance to the story, but I'm going to go with it. Just to set the scene.
I wish you hadn't said it to him on the train, Paul.
You've had too many of them, mate.
So we were on our journey. So about 30 minutes in, obviously they'd finished their Burger King.
Yeah.
I left a couple of chips which they hadn't offered out at the time.
Oh,
So
very selfish.
Unbelievable.
The goal.
So, obviously, we carried on with the journey. Now, 35 minutes in, obviously, the chips have gone cold.
No longer edible.
No longer edible. So I
You
no
were
longer
really
wanted
eyeing
the
off
chips.
those chips.
I no longer wanted them.
Yeah.
So we were just talking and stuff. So I turned back to face the woman opposite me, and she had perched a chip on her top lip.
Oh, no.
Between lip and nose.
A chip moustache.
A chip moustache. I was just staring in front of her. The little boy had fell asleep, so she
Yeah.
wasn't doing it to like playfully wind him up.
No.
She was just staring into space.
She's staring into the distance with a chip as a Hitler-esque moustache.
It was the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. So I thought to myself, I've had a drink here. I'm hallucinating here.
Did you think that was like a mirage?
Oh, yeah. If I hallucinate, I want to see something better.
Yeah.
What did
No,
you see?
it was a middle-aged woman with a chip perched on her top lip. Between lip and nose.
Yeah, but people have like epiphanies when you hallucinate, don't they? It's like life-changing moments. What happened to him? Well, there was this woman.
This was my epiphany. Because from now on, whenever I eat chips, I'm going to perch them on my top lip.
To be fair, I can
And not
imagine that to be
move them.
quite satisfying. I
yeah.
imagine it be quite funny, you know, when you have to put your top lip up to like catch it. My voice went funny there because I was doing it.
You know what it reminds me of, actually, with you doing the mime there? Did you ever do that thing where you get an After Eight mint on your forehead and have to try and slide it down into your mouth?
No.
You're both looking at me with the most...
No, I've heard. I thought you were going to say like the Malteser one where you blew her out.
No,
Or
this is like a...
I haven't got a clue what you're talking about.
Oh, so we can maybe do this as a bonus feature for the Instagram. But you get an After Eight mint like square on your forehead, like head tilted back, and you kind of shimmy it down.
Surely it reaches a point though where just gravity does its work, and then the After 8 minutes is completely gone. Yeah.
Okay, well, no, you say that, but it's very doable.
Huh?
Yeah,
I don't think
I
there's
question it.
enough grooves on my face for the After 8 minutes to like lodge itself in.
Ryan with his perfectly clear skin over there.
Oh, yeah, I didn't realise that came across as a brag.
Yeah, it did. Hell of a moisturising regime, Ryan. Now, I briefly mentioned Hitler there. Which,
I am concerned about this.
Jesus.
I briefly mentioned Hitler.
which actually transitions us into this week's feature very well.
Okay.
I'll tell you for why. Because we do like the features to be titled either a pun or an alliteration.
Yes.
So we find that with your name, Ryan, we often rhyme it with lion.
Yes.
So we've had the Ryan Sleeps Tonight, the Ryan King.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we haven't had that.
We haven't had the Ryan King, but we will have that.
Oh, brace yourselves, everybody. The Ryan King's coming. What else have we had? The Cowardly Ryan.
The Cowardly
We've
Ryan,
had...
yeah.
My name's a bit more difficult because it doesn't really rhyme, but we've had Wiki Williams, News of the Williams,
And then last week, Lay All Your Love on Stee.
Lay All Your Love on Stee.
yes.
Yes,
I
it's a
missed
good
that one.
Oh,
It's an
tune in.
an ABBA-themed one.
We dedicated about 15 minutes to ABBA.
I had a much more huskier voice.
Yeah, he
As
did.
opposed to this velvety smooth thing that you hear now.
Second
that
compliment
matches
you
his
give
skin.
yourself.
Oh, God, yeah. I've turned into an arsehole in this one.
Turned into on this one, or again, the listeners know you are just a massive arsehole.
God, yeah. I bought a chambray shirt. Olive chinos that I'm going on about. Having
All
smooth
your best
skin.
features.
Yeah. And a velvety smooth voice. Oh. Wish we never started doing this thing. I like the way you could just say these things and throw them out and it never hear them again.
Yeah, in the pub it comes and goes.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Here it lives in the ether.
Yeah, you can say something absolutely shit and it's gone then.
Yeah. People forget it the next day.
Now when
but...
it's a document, you're like, ooh.
Yeah, literally thousands of people are hearing you make these comments. But,
Do
right.
I sound like a dickhead there?
Anyway, so we've used our names quite a lot, and we have a fair few already planned for other features. But because we have producer Paul here with us, I've come up with one with Paul's name.
Yeah, Paul is a very versatile name, I'd say.
Very,
Complimenting you now, Paul.
Thanks.
very versatile. So this week's feature is Hitler has only got one Paul.
What a wonderful thing to have a feature attached to your name.
Yeah, your first one's got Hitler in it as well.
Me and Hitler are like one.
Last week was ABBA. From ABBA to Hitler.
So I'm going to describe the game to you.
Okay.
There's 2 rounds. I am going to give you 3 facts about Hitler.
Okay.
And you have to tell me which one is the fake fact.
Okay.
Oh, are me and Paul working as a team?
Yes, you can converse.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
that's good.
So, just to make it clear before we do the feature, Hitler was a monster, and we are very anti-Hitler. Okay? So, we are doing this just because ball rhymes with Paul.
Yeah, it's as simple as that, really.
It really is. Yeah. I came up with the name and then thought, let's do it. I feel like everybody universally agrees Hitler is a monster.
Yeah.
So we can mock. You know? Yeah. Okay. So here we go. With Hitler has only got 1 Paul.
Hitler's only got 1 Paul.
Okay, so it's you 2 working together here. You get 3 options, A, B, and C. One of these is a fake fact. So, is it A, he had extreme issues with his bowels and farted uncontrollably? Is it B, according to his staff, he was terrified of ghosts? Or is it C, he was voted Man of the Year in Time magazine?
I actually know that C is right.
C is definitely. I was
C
going to
is
say that
definitely right.
C is definitely a fact.
Yeah.
He was voted Man of the Year.
I can confirm he was voted Man of the Year, yeah. So, is it A, he had extreme issues with his bowels and farted uncontrollably, or B, according to his staff, he was terrified of ghosts?
I think A is true as well, because he did have loads of health problems.
Yeah,
as well.
and I think as well,
He
it
also
would
had-
explain why he was so angry all the time.
Yeah.
Well, it depends how they smelt. So, yeah, he did have many health issues, so maybe that's it, but would that have been related to farts? I don't know.
Yep.
I don't think he was terrified of ghosts.
No?
No,
I think B is incorrect.
Yeah, I think B is the untruth. In this
Okay,
one.
so B, is that the false fact? Yes, it is!
Hey!
Hitler Hitler, in fact, wasn't afraid of ghosts. Just something I made up about the man.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was potentially believable.
I
though.
thought it was. You know what? When I wrote the fact, that's why I put in according to his staff, because I thought that might seem like, yeah.
Oh, do you know what? That's
Sneaky
good.
little
That, yeah.
devil.
Yeah, but I'm hoping now, because I can't remember the
gave-
second round, I've given away a...
There's one that's got according to his staff in it. Oh, well, we know which one's bullshit.
We'll find out. Here we go with round 2. Okay, round 2. Remember, one of these is a fake fact. Is it A, he loved chocolate and would have over 1 kilogram of it a day? Is it B, he had that moustache because he thought it made his nose look smaller? Or is it C, Dumbo was his favourite Disney movie?
B is actually why I've got my moustache.
I wish you grew it out, Paul, and didn't just have that tiny bit underneath.
Well, when was Dumbo released?
Dumbo was released in I think like 1941. So Hitler was still about.
Yeah.
Still in power.
Yeah.
I think he would. I think he would have loved chocolate because he was a bit of a. Well, I don't know.
He was over 1 kilogram. He wasn't like
overly fat, was he?
I can't imagine what Hitler's physique is at the moment. Like, I can't think if he was slightly.
Well, I'll tell you this. In doing the research, he was self-conscious about the physique and always wore the coat he wore in public.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, and
Penny.
often as well, he was disguised by a podium as well. Well,
The podium's in front. Yeah.
I'm going to go with A is correct then.
I think
A is correct. I'll also give you another tidbit about Hitler. He was a vegetarian.
Oh,
Yep.
I was going to say a tidbitler.
I think that's a stretch.
What's a tidbitler?
Well, it's kind of
Like tidbit. Anyway.
A tidbit about Hitler, a tidbit? No, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
he was a vegetarian. So, okay, either A, he loved chocolate, have over 1 kilogram over a day. B, he had the moustache because he thought it made his nose look smaller, much like Paul. Or C, Dumbo was his favourite Disney movie.
Surely he's not taking... Like, I can't imagine when he's, like, during the Second World War, he took time out of his day to go and watch Dumbo and was like, it moved him.
Yeah, true. I didn't...
You
can't imagine him having, like Dumbo's quite like an I think Dumbo's quite a sad Disney film.
Yeah, it is.
Dumbo's great, but I just don't think,
I can't imagine him having any real emotion.
Yeah, it wouldn't have tugged at Hitler's heartstrings.
No. But he was an artist, wasn't he? So he did, like, animations.
Oh. I feel like you've threw that in just so you could throw in the animation fact as well.
I think C is the untruth.
I think C is the untruth.
I think that the moustache is definitely could be an that sounds legitimate to me.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was conscious about his physique makes me think that he often had chocolate.
I feel like I guided you a lot in this round. Because I did a lot of Hitler research for this, I just wanted to pass on my knowledge. So what are you going for?
I'm going to go for C. I don't think before, like, a big war meeting, Hitler was like, well, it's about an elephant. But poor little fella.
Yeah, C is incorrect.
C is the untruth.
C is the fake fact.
Yay!
I'll tell you this, though. It's only fake because I changed the movie. Snow White was his favourite film.
What?
Yep,
Oh,
Snow
God.
White was his favourite Disney movie. Loved it.
When was Snow White released?
Snow White was prior to Dumbo.
Would Snow White have been a movie then, or would it have been a...
Yeah, Snow White was
How long have movie? How long have
feature
films
length.
been out for?
Well, I mean, it was like, this is the start of animation with Snow White, wasn't it?
Was that the first one?
The Mickey Mouse one was the late 20s.
Was it?
Yeah.
Steamboat Willie.
Yes.
Yeah. Not feature length, though.
Oh, was that the question? Sorry, I didn't...
Yeah, it wasn't the question. I'm just, again, giving you a bit of knowledge here. Yeah, maybe he was indifferent about Steamboat Willie, but he loved Snow White. Anyway, so that's 2 for 2. In fact, I do have a bonus round for you.
Ooh.
Here we go. So, bonus question. Did Hitler only have one ball?
Oh, do you know what? I don't...
I've heard the fact that he has, but I don't know if it's more of like a bit of a skit of him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so it was a song, but does that necessarily mean that it's true? Was it based on fact?
I think that is purely a myth.
Yeah.
I think it's an untruth. I'm gonna say. Do you agree?
I would go with an untruth. I think it's
False?
like an old wives' tale. Sort
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
thing, like something that's been passed down by like your granddad.
Through the ages.
Yeah.
Well, I can confirm Hitler only had one ball.
That's true.
It's true. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
So there you go.
I would feel sorry for him.
Yeah, I was going to say that all sounds sympathetic. That Paul.
Just to confirm, we do not feel sorry for Hitler. So there you go. That was Hitler only had one Paul. I think we got through that feature unscathed, fellas.
Maybe we'll find out in 4 weeks when this goes to air, and we are all jobless.
Yeah, hopefully Brexit's dominating the news.
Yeah, our light-hearted Hitler feature doesn't take over. Yes, we did get through that, but a feature we are not going to repeat. There.
Yeah, the other one probably will return, but it's a bit less risky, isn't it?
A neighbour of mine has just given birth.
Oh,
yeah.
Congratulations to your neighbour.
I don't think she'll listen, but nevertheless. And so, they do the whole, like, parade. Everyone, like, goes and, looks at the baby. And, very cute. But another one of my neighbours who I was, like, chatting to after we saw the baby said that looked nothing like the mother. I know. And I went up. Maybe it's not hers. I thought, I've just forgot how childbirth works.
Did they get a laugh when you said maybe it's not hers?
It got a very confused face.
Oh yeah, like you knew you'd messed it up a bit.
Yeah.
So that was just the stalk. I dropped the baby.
The way it works is it?
Sit yourself down, Stephen. She drew pictures and everything. It was quite something. But yeah, very embarrassing to just,
Yeah, to not understand the concept of
concept.
childbirth. Yeah, because as well, even at the very early stage, the baby doesn't really look like a human.
I was
No,
gonna
it
say,
doesn't.
That baby doesn't look anything like anything. It looks like, I don't think a baby ever looks like, as you say, it doesn't look human.
No,
it's,
no.
More E.T. than anything.
Yeah.
Depending on how ugly this baby was.
And when she showed everyone the baby, it wasn't like a wicker hamper at the front of a bike. Oh, you know what? I really enjoyed saying wicker hamper.
Yeah.
It's very satisfying.
Yeah,
I
you
revelled
said-
in the
yeah,
words.
You said it with a flourish.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. The opportunity doesn't come up often enough, I find.
No, there's never much wicker hamper chat. Is
No,
there?
no.
Unfortunately.
No.
I feel like you both said wicker hamper now, so I felt like
Yeah,
I had to find a way to squeeze in
Shoehorn it in.
wicker hamper.
I just want to keep saying wicker hamper.
I feel like it sounds very different when you two say it.
Yeah, we do that like the part of it when we say wicker.
If anyone wants to turn off now, it is just wicker hamper for the next 20 minutes.
Shall we? Have you prepared a fact, Ryan? That look of despair you have that tells me you have not prepared a fact.
I have prepared the fact.
You have?
I have prepared the fact. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Are you sure?
yeah, I have.
Part of me.
However, am I?
Oh, we used to actually record.
It's to indicate what Paul thinks of the Discovery Steve feature.
That was honestly just the most ridiculous yawn. It was comically loud for one.
Yeah, I can't believe how loud that was.
It's been a long day.
Well, it's nice to know you're excited about what my fact is.
I'm sure most of the people listening are doing the exact same thing. Anyway, so.
Oh no, they love our fact feature at the end.
The Uruguayan and Argentinian listeners cannot wait to hear what my fact is.
It took us a few seconds to register what he'd done as well.
Yeah, they completely went over my head first. I was like, did he just yawn?
I also leant back and stretched massively as if I just woke up.
Yeah, like Garfield in the corner there.
Apologies anyway.
Oh, it's all right.
Oh, I feel like we should wrap this up sooner rather than later. Yeah. Right.
Otherwise, there'll be snores in a minute.
So, would you like to go with your fact?
I would. So, apparently, Barbie didn't have a belly button until she turns 40 years old in the year 2000.
Really?
Yeah. So, there was a time when I was like 6 when I thought that I'd lost my belly button.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So there was apparently I was crying my eyes out one morning.
Yeah.
Like, literally like, inconsolable in tears.
Yeah.
Just like, and it was because I thought I'd lost my belly button.
Well,
and then
did you not just look down?
Well, no. I had. I was.
You had
looking
lost
down,
it, or you had?
I'd removed. I'd picked up my t-shirt quite. And I was saying, look, it's gone.
Yeah.
It turns out my shorts are a bit too high. Just had to like maneuver the pants down a little bit. The waistline was just far too high.
I hate the belly button. I think it's the most disgusting thing in the world.
It's weird, isn't
when
it?
you touch the belly button, it goes through me. My granddad used to tell me that if you unscrew your belly button, your legs fall off.
Oh, that's probably why it's haunted you.
So I can't finger my belly button. For want of a better term.
Dear.
No, it does. It goes through me. It massively goes through me.
If you were to get a Barbie figure, Paul, it needs to be before the year 2000. Otherwise, you'd be horrified by it.
I imagine their legs would actually fall off as well. If you unscrewed it.
Yeah. Middle-aged Barbie is not for you.
Well, I'm going to follow that up actually with not the fact I was going to say, but a fact about the company who makes Barbie.
Oh, okay.
They are the same company who releases Ouija boards as a toy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you can go into some stores, I'm guessing not here in England, but you can go in some stores and buy a Ouija board as just like a children's game. And it's made by the same company who makes Barbie.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is quite interesting.
Yep.
Diverse range of toys.
Oh, yeah.
Well, sex toys next week.
Yeah. Oh, I hope it's not on LinkedIn. Have either of you ever Done a Ouija board?
No, I haven't.
No.
No?
I'm very sceptical about the existence of
Yeah,
ghosts.
so am I.
Well, yeah, I mean, as am I. But, I've still done a Ouija board.
I know, but I feel like I'd be so thoroughly uninvested that I'd ruin the fun for everyone else.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be poo-pooing everything. So,
I'd also be a
you're
little bit...
moving, John.
I don't believe in ghosts, but I would also be a little bit scared as well. I'm a massive shithouse when it comes to like scary movies and stuff like that. So I wouldn't partake.
But would
in
you
it.
go on a water slide at Rhyl Sunset? That's the level of shithousery that you gotta know whether you can.
I said I'm a shithouse, not a 10-year-old kid.
I still think she was very brave. She didn't flinch mounting those steps. Unbelievable. Never been so impressed.
All right, well, my fact, the avocado.
Yes.
Which I teased this fact earlier with the jackfruit. So the avocado is only here today because of the dinosaurs.
Oh.
I'll tell you for why.
Okay.
Because you know the big seed, the big pip.
Yeah.
The dinosaurs. Oh god, they loved an avocado.
Oh, really?
I mean, don't we all?
Oh, one day we made up. They were around now with all the hipster cafes. A dinosaur, avocado on toast.
T-Rex just strutting in.
Loves that creamy, smooth interior, don't they? Oh, loves it.
Yeah, the dinosaurs would work so well in this day and age.
Healthy fats.
Yeah. Outside reading a book with a specialty coffee.
So yeah, the avocado's got the big pip, as you know. So the dinosaurs would eat the avocados. They'd dispose of the pip, essentially, shit it out.
Yeah. I like the way you use like the euphemism and then just said it in brutal form.
I thought I want people to really be on board with the fact here. It would come out, it would be both fertilized, and the seed would then regrow.
Oh.
Causing a tree, continuing on the avocados. So it's thanks to the dinosaurs that we have avocados today.
But what came first, the avocado or the dinosaurs?
Until next time, everybody.
It's like the chicken and the egg.
Yeah, it is. It's funny that one's used less commonly, isn't it? Strange.
I think soon it'll be all about the avocado and dinosaur.
Anyone listening, take that saying up. Forget about the chicken and the egg.
Oh, yeah. And if you do know, email us at hi@dodgingdeathpodcast.com. Right, fellas, we should wrap this up. If anybody would like to get in touch, that is our actual email address. So email us at hi@dodgingdeathpodcast.com. You can also follow us on Instagram. The address is, Paul?
At Dodging Death Podcast.
That's it.
There's still a fantastic picture of a cinnamon muffin there.
And that may not be there by the time this goes live.
Yeah, throw away your quality content. You wouldn't be so brave.
Unfortunately, that photo remains our most liked.
Oh, yeah, it does.
If people please like the other pictures.
Yeah,
just so
please,
it's no
everybody.
longer.
No.
Especially because currently the other pictures are of me. So I would appreciate it.
No, they want more baked good content from the Huawei P20 Pro. And I'm going to deliver. I'm going to give the people what they want.
You need to get Ryan's beautiful skin on there as well.
Yeah, just how smooth is it?
That can be the next feature.
Yeah, I'll come crushing back down to it. Not smooth at all, really.
Anyway, we should actually go. So thanks, fellas.
No
Thanks,
worries.
Stephen.
Wish us luck getting home with Ryan driving. If you don't
Oh,
hear from
do you
us
know what?
again.
I'd forgotten that I was driving, actually. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And that's your fourth pint as well. Right, until next week. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Goodbye.
Follow us on Instagram at Dodging Death Podcast.